So there is something I'm making this clip for, and there is a reason I'm making it. It's because I've done a lot of sort of searching into builds for like drift cars and other such cars for Need for Speed Heat. I found a couple of good videos, don't get me wrong, there's some fantastic creators out there. But the one thing I didn't really get the whole idea of was your car. Right? Now as you can see I'm in a Ferrari. Right? Pardon me. Right, I'm in a Ferrari, and as you can see, every setting for downforce, steering sensitivity, traction, and I've got gas, you tap the gas and it puts you into a drift. But everything's set on normal, right? Let's go up here, we'll pick, that'll do, we'll do that one. Right here for this. Right, so as you've seen, everything I've got set to normal, nothing is set to like extreme downforce or extreme sensitivity. Skip all this. I may do badly, so you'll apologize. So as you can see, the car is not even pulling slightly. I always say this one, right? It's not pulling slightly, it's not giving me any jip or bother when it comes to the cornering. Obviously I'm not aiming to beat the score, but I've got 2 laps to do it, so. Not my best drift car. That's my Nissan GTR. But as you can see, it corners very well, right? And I haven't got the downward force or the steering sensitivity turned all the way up, all the way down. There's no specific settings I found. Personally, you're more than welcome obviously to look through other videos and whatnot, but I have found no particular settings which really do it for me. So what I'll do, I'll show you. So we'll go here, right? where's that? No, actually we won't go here. Let's have a look. I know where we'll go. We'll fast travel up to here for the minute. Right. I'm a very bad driver. Right. So to reverse out, so we don't accidentally start this drift race or drift trial, whatever. Right. That one. That one. As you can see, all my settings are standard. Nothing's been changed or added or anything. Right. Just slide a bit more than what I'd like. So I've kind of got to rein it in with the handbrake. But just I'll go up and go down. I don't know if it's just me, but I find it easier to drift up a hill than I do down a hill. But that's my Ferrari. Now what I'll do is I'll show you what I've put, what I found for me is the best steps to having the car, instead of it hitting a corner, turning slightly, and then then trying to get back straight so it can go faster. I'll show you what my settings are. Alright,
hey,
so
let me know if you want any work done. I'll just take
for
a look
this,
anyway.
performance. Now, the engine part, I just put in all up to elite. Nitrous, I've started to really prefer the 3, because it gives me 3 separate tanks of nitrous to use at 3 separate times. Pro, I've gone with off-road suspension for this specific car. I also run drag tires. Pro or super or just normal. If it's called normal. So what's it called? Sport. Or I run sport tires, as long as they are drag tires. Right? And for this car I'm running an off-road differential as well. What we'll do, we'll stare at this car for 2 seconds while I adjust my position, because I need to sit up a bit for this, because I want to entertain with this one. Don't worry about excess background noise, that's just me moving my big ass around the place to be able to, you know, show you. So we'll go into shows, select car, right? Same thing with this car. Oh no, I don't want that. I want the suspension is on for this car. I did try off-road suspension, but it didn't feel right, and it didn't take the corners how I wanted it to. So I put on drift suspension for this one. I haven't put on before anyone comments and asks, because it's Supercross suspension, showcase, rally and track. I don't want none of these because they're just gonna put more of a tightness on the car. And again, see drift drag tires. I was gonna say drift tires. They do drift tires, but I've put on drag tires for this. Now we'll go back out. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I do want to thank the 6 people that watched my last video. I'm very grateful. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything I should do different, or should I'm new to all stuff. I'm just making videos every now and again when the urge takes me, or I think something is so important that it in a game that it needs to be heard, or at least said. Now This is the Nissan GTR. So I've put the downforce on this all the way down and the sensitivity steering all the way up. Sorry, that was me. There you go, 39. I don't know who made this skin for the car, but I like it. Right? That's my point. Now, bearing in mind, yeah, I put... Let's go to the other one, which is down here. Alright, we'll fast travel back to the garage in a minute. I know normally YouTubers would edit this part out and skip them already being back there, but at the moment I don't have the relevant knowledge or equipment to be able to edit, so, and I don't want to. Right? Another thing, I do have, as I said, drag tyres on this car. Also, which I found to be, I don't know if it affects it or not, but I found it tends to make it easier. Go into your customs, go to body, into your tyres, and change them to this set tyre, which is, I believe, the drag racing tyre. There is a lot less grip, it slides more, it is like a hot knife through butter. Now each car is different, as most people would say, but it's all down to the how you drive and your style. So obviously you've got the Ferrari there, my Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, my first car. Right, we'll take this out, we'll select it. Now I don't know, I'm pretty sure I put drag tyres on this. No, I haven't. So we'll use some of the money, go through and put these on. And I like this skin as well, it was one of the first skins I looked at. And put them on. And let's have a look in parts. I can definitely do some upgrading to this, which I will be doing. But let's go here first. Be warned, this may be a bit loud. I don't know how it's going to come out in the video, so headphone and around warning, I guess, for want of a better term. So we're going to go up like this. I'm just gonna see how it grips and wants to remain as straight as it can, be able to pick up the momentum and be able to, you know, ground off some speed. Well, that's what I've been trying to avoid in my other cars. So obviously this one doesn't have the same stuff I've added to the others. But let's see if I can, we'll zoom back up now to this one. And I'll show you what I mean. Because most of the cars are running either off-road suspension or drift suspension, or an off-road differential, or a drifting differential. It's quite sensitive, so what we'll do is go up here, turn ourselves around like this, get rid of that, get rid of that, and we'll look at live. Again, see, nothing's set up on this one. It is on my Nissan GTR, but not on this one or the Ferrari. Right, so we'll start this one. See, I was trying to kick back and get it to go, so it tends to go straight to pick up more speed and you don't get as much drift around the corners. You're not really building up those points. See, I'm making 9 at most. 22 in total, right? And this is without nitrous, no 3 bottles. So we don't worry about that. See how it's kind of tapping and it's not wanting to like lend its full weight. And we've really got to push the car. I found a lot of videos that have really good build setups for specific cars, but this for me works for all my cars. So what we'll do is we'll quickly jump into the garage, switch out the differential and the tyres.
I was thinking, maybe you should ease off the nighttime stuff for a while, just until all this blows over.
I'm not too worried about the turbo. Keep that. Right, see, I got track suspension set up in this. So let's try off-road suspension first. It does depend on the car what tyres. See, I got racing tyres. So we'll go right up here to, let's have a look, they got it in Pro. Yeah, they have. Drag tyres. So as you saw, the visual of the tyres seems to make no difference, but the tyres themselves do. I like to have both drag visual and drag tyres put on. Right? As you can now see, I've done off-road suspension and drag tyres. So we'll exit. Now this should be better at taking the corners, which is not just good for drifting, it's also good for when you're doing these races and you take a corner nice and clean, or you take it with a bit of a turn and you can put the power down straight after. So obviously it's put us back here, so we've got to go again back up to our other garage. It's just a little help guide on heat because I've worked it out and most of the video I saw didn't really differ. Just want to mess around with settings and changing things and whatnot. So park up here, but it does differ depending on the car and how you want to drive it. It does differ between an off-road differential and a drift differential, and the same with the drift tyres and the drag tyres. Depending on the car is depending on which one of those parts you will have to add on to make it drift better. Again, live tuning, nothing, right? All we've done right now is switch out the tyres and the suspension. That is it, right? So let's go, round 2. So as you can see, it's a lot more lenient now. It's a lot more willing to take the wider turns than it is the tighter turns, and it's not trying to stretch itself out as much at that speed. There you go, 37. We did a 22 run, now that's 37. That's at least what, a 17-point increase. So now we'll go back up. Obviously the car needs more power, but that's 29. So let's do this one and give it a good old run around the track. But as you can see, I've swapped 2 parts. 5 on that corner. 2 to a 9. And I've already hit the target score. Just 3. Sorry, I missed that one. Then 2, we got speed. 14 on that corner. 11 on that corner. 16. 6. 10. Adding up to a final score of as you can plainly see, I was not tapping the brake as often as I needed to. Literally just putting it into the grip. And letting the car slide where it wants. What I'm saying, you've seen it yourself. I've changed 2 parts, that's it, 2 parts, and it's completely changed the whole performance of the car. It's pretty adventure, isn't it? But I'm just going to do that now. Score, we gotta be 20. But not be 20. As I said, as you can see, 2 parts. 2 parts in a truck, but 2 parts I'd swapped out, and it's literally taking and holding the corners. Imagine being in a race now and you're coming in a corner and it's like this, and you get to the other side and you can just power out of it like this. Let's run back to the garage. That's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show that I've noticed a very moderate difference between having certain tyres on the car and cosmetically and for the build itself, and for then having the different suspension and differential. So for a rundown, this was my first car. I'd recently restarted the play-in and realised I had no saved data. So this was my first car that I've done up. Then my second car was the Mitsubishi Lancer, the Evo. So I did that up and I used that for ages, winning races, money and everything. Then my second car was the Nissan GTR, which won me a load of races. I got money and everything for the rest of my upgrades in there. And then I've recently bought Ferrari, the 48 GTB, and I am reading this while it's on screen, by the way, just so you don't think I know everything about cars. I've also bought the Ford Focus RS and turned it into an off-road sort of sports vehicle for now. But yeah, this is a video just to show how the performance parts, even if they make you lose something or lose level in the car, are gonna make a difference between winning or losing a race. Because if you have the horsepower but you can't take the corners tight enough, or at least drift the corners or power slide the corners tight enough, you're not going to be able to get past that one person who's in front and you really want to beat. So, thanks for watching. This has been, hopefully, I hope, a short video on, you know, what to add to get some nice smooth corners, and I hope you enjoy. Please, as always, leave a comment if you wish. Tell me if I can improve or change anything to make it better.